IVM.
Hi everybody, just wanted to ask everyone for a quick favor. We're running a brand survey right now and would really appreciate it if you could let us know what you think about the advertising on IVM. Go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and do let us know. As part of this, we'll be selecting 10 random participants and sending them some IVM swag, so do fill out those surveys.
All right, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. If I am correct, it is episode 3 of the new season, and I have Yash.
What's up?
And Tanuj.
Hello.
This is some sort of a record where we have Tanuj Baru for like 3 episodes straight.
Woo-hoo.
And one of the things we had asked Tanuj to do over the weekend was to watch the Brazil versus Argentina game so that he could talk about it.
Yeah, so
and he did.
I had only like 10 minutes on hand, so I was like, let me at least just watch the starting of the game.
Ruko.
And that is exactly what happened in the match also. Medical guys, ghanti baja ke nikal gaye. But I don't understand whether like the ICMR equivalent of Brazil, or was it like a
No, it was like the visa,
local,
the home department or something, the home ministry.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever, the law enforcement under the home ministry.
I thought it was like the Mohalla clinic guys who came to like check on them.
No, so from what I understand, Baru, is that the government of Brazil and the Football Association, they said, go ahead and play the match. But some pissed off agency said, humne to nahi diya permission. And they waited for the players to get on the pitch to basically, they're pitch invaders only, What else can you call such people now?
It depends if whether it's sponsored by Vitally or
and was one of them called Saru.
How well clothed were they?
Yeah, but you think all this happened because there were Spurs players involved? Like they f this up also.
Yeah, man. Definitely that.
No, but actually what happened was that these players lied. They thought they'll pull off a quick one, and at the airport they didn't declare they were in England, despite there being ample evidence.
Okay, but
what are passports for? Like, उसपे वो ठप्पा नहीं लगता क्या?
नहीं ये Indian passport नहीं है.
yeah. I'm sure they can just enter being Argentines. Like they must have some South American solidarity crap.
Wait, but I didn't understand. Yes, what do you mean they didn't enter? Like there must be some guy in the Argentine squad, like a manager sort of a person doing all this work, right?
Probably, but I mean everything's up in the air, man. Who knows? This is what the authorities said, that they lied on whatever that little form there is where you're supposed to declare where all you're from, where all did you go. Right? I think in Argentina they're depending on the honesty of the people rather than checking, because for whatever reason. And apparently the equivalent of UEFA in South America and the Brazilian had an agreement that we'll allow these people to play the match. Like we don't have an objection, but this authority suddenly got tipped off, and they didn't
they didn't know.
They didn't know. So so this is like a crime investigation authority. They're not responsible for COVID. And the match was happening in Sao Paulo, and which is apparently notorious for its traffic. So like the Indian police, they reached late. And by the time they reached, game had already started. So they decided, no, we are going to invade the pitch. And while this was happening, Messi and Neymar stopped them. I guess this is the best defensive work they have done in all this while. While these four left, they f***ed off. They went inside the dressing room and locked themselves. And said, we are not going to come out.
So much happened.
Yeah, so much happened. And so, they again tried to escape and shit. And eventually, the law enforcement caught up with them.
Yeah, I like Yash's version more instead of Saru's, where they were apparently sipping tea in the stadium waiting for the match to start. And then just to make a dramatic entry, they stopped everything.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? They got stuck in traffic. This reminds me of a time when there was a planned serial terrorist attack in Bangalore, but after like attacking one place, they just couldn't reach the next one. And they got caught. Oh, Emi Martinez, Baru. Why? I thought he was one of the good guys. Why is he lying to Brazilian FA that he is not in England?
आर्सेनल छोड़ के वो अपना ईमान भी पीछे छोड़ के आया तो
And is this what Mourinho meant to, like, to win, you need to be cunts?
yes.
All right. A good thing which has come of this, Yash, is that Fred
Yeah.
is not going to play.
Yes, it's fantastic. I think United did the right thing by convincing Cavani to not go for uh, these qualifiers, and they sent Fred across. Because clearly Brazil needed Fred to, I don't know whatever reason. And United, of course, United don't need their coveted debut of Ronaldo to be spoiled by Fred. So I guess this was a good ploy to
You
handle
mean
it.
Fred would have scored a goal and Ronaldo would not have?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the rare occasions where he scores. Who cares?
All right. So let's talk about that game. Manchester United is playing Newcastle United.
Mhm.
The Ronaldo debut. Is he going to start?
All the reports on Twitter and everyone who's in the know says he's going to start. He arrived like a day earlier than was expected. Like people again did all these calculations of how much isolation is needed or how much time is needed. But he arrived one day in advance. He's been yeah, I think he's been at Carrington since Tuesday, so it's been more than enough time, and he's played in the qualifiers as well. So it's not like he needs a lot of time to get up to start.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I saw that photo of him teaching Ole like what football is.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Ole will learn some tactics from.
Yeah. Ole learn some tactics and makes him play in CDM or something.
All right. Talking of tactics, Baru, if you are late on your child support payments or you do not want to make child support payments, a possible tactic could be that you fake an injury and force people to drive you off the stadium while the police chases you. Is this the most bizarre thing you've heard happen on a football field?
Yeah, I mean, it was like this is some reality show competition of football, and everyone's it's like a national submissions that are taking place basically. Started off with Brazil and Argentina doing something really weird, and now Chile comes across and says like hold my child.
What the hell? Do you know the player's name?
No, what is it? Yet
No.
another Emiliano.
Dude, oh God, I hope not. No, I'm asking you seriously. Like, if you're going to Google, like, can you Google and tell me what the player's name was?
No, what I really want to know is what are you trying to Google right now? Like, what are the search terms you're putting in? That makes for better listening.
Oh man, no. I was actually there was one more piece of information I wanted.
Chile child support running away. What say?
Okay, let's do this. Chile player child support not giving football.
3 million search results found.
Chile admits violation of virus protocols at Copa America. What? No. Dude, first of all, that was not this weekend. I knew it. When we were discussing this podcast, you said it happened that happened in 2016. That was Ener Valencia in 2016, where he played 82 minutes of Ecuador's 3-0 win over Chile.
I blame my extremely undependable WhatsApp news network.
Who are these guys?
Who the Valencia?
Ener Valencia, yes. So he had to be substituted due to altitude sickness. And he was taken off on a medical buggy, and police chased the buggy reportedly due to Valencia's child support payment row.
Wow.
So it was in 2016.
Man.
So let's just put this section back into, retros fitted into a podcast of ours from that week.
We do so many faux pas here that we can just start a Football Twaddle retro. Just put it on
back.
Yes. But there's one more thing that has happened this weekend, and this could be of interest to you guys. And I will have to Google it while we're talking.
Yeah.
There was supposedly a bald man obstructing an entire TV audience while watching Uganda versus Mali.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
He just stood up like right in front of the camera.
Dude, I mean, how boring is the international break that these things make news? Or
dude,
they hire such substandard production that they can't get around a bald head of a man.
No, they can't, dude. What do you do?
Don't you have camera with wheels or some? I don't know, man.
I don't know. But in apart from all of this, and I know
But
Yash,
you have humans with legs, right?
yeah, you could just ask the bald man to move, right?
You can always slap that person
spit on his face, spit on his head or something.
Do something. Anyway, did you guys watch any of the international football? Yes, I know you saw the England match because England is like your favorite or whatever.
Yeah, and you were there for a while, so don't lie.
Yeah, I was there for the second, third, and the fourth goal.
Yeah, so England against Andorra. I mean,
when the English game was going on.
again showcased how strange Gareth Southgate's thought process is, because he had like what three right backs on the pitch, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Is
he
this a
had.
dream coming true? Who are the three right backs?
So there was CFL Reece James, there was Trent Alexander-Arnold, and who else? There was one more person.
Trippier
No.
or Kyle Walker?
Yeah, Walker, I think. But anyway, I mean, well, it was a pretty weird formation to play. Like a lot of Premier League managers would be happy that their main players were not playing. But I mean, come on, Andorra is a team that England should be thrashing like 10-0 or something.
Well, come on, Andorra is no San Marino.
I don't know how stratified your tiers of football are to have them in different tiers.
You actually think Andorra is as bad as San Marino? Haven't you seen enough England Andorra games to know that they're not?
Probably.
Wait, doesn't
Maybe
England
the
keep
Spanish
playing?
connect that Andorra has,
Ah. Or
Wait,
is it that they're flanked by two countries and San Marino is surrounded by one?
maybe. I don't know. I don't know the reason for lesser footballing talents coming out of San Marino. Just before we take a break, a hypothetical question, Baru. India versus San Marino, what would be the scoreline?
I think it's going to be a boring 7-7 draw.
What?
Wow.
You think Sandesh Jingan can't hold a San Marino defense? Isn't it like the best thing to happen to world after Paolo Maldini or something?
No, it's going to be a very intense battle between the white man's burden and
and the communist burden
and the second class citizen complex of brown people. So I mean,
okay. Oh, you saw the India Nepal match, by the way?
Yeah, both of them.
Why and what happened?
So I mean, the first one was quite surprisingly. Didn't go in India's favor.
Quite surprisingly.
I mean, they had a pretty strong setup here. I mean, going to the game, and Nepal actually, that's what the jokes were, right? I mean, Nepal actually saved India's butt
and
by scoring for India. I mean,
and what happened in the second game?
India won 2-1 in the second one, I think.
Oh, all right. So, like, are we on?
That's what the headlines were. India returns from a successful trip to Nepal.
Oh God, dude. Anyway, we should take a break right now. After the break, let's talk about the games we want to watch. And you could be in for a surprise. It could be Arteta's kickstarting Arteta's career.
Or it could be a third India-Nepal game.
Yes. So stay tuned to Football Twaddle.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On The Longest Constitution with Priya, find out what's obscene about obscenity and why artists and writers have been penalized for it. On Cyrus Says, Rochelle Rao joins Cyrus to talk about her amazing career in IPL and her comeback on The Kapil Sharma Show. Srinath Rangamani, design head at Swiggy, joins Kedar and Abhineet on Audio Gyan to take them through his design perspectives. Get all the updates regarding current immigration trends on Know Your Kanun when Amber is joined by Shoshana T. Green and Alexandra Cole, experts from Green and Spiegel. And on The Fighting Goat, Arjun and Somesh talk about the epic MMA fights of the decade, controversies, and the end of Pride FC. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week on the network, Fiat Cred, Bank of Baroda, Quarter, CoinSwitch Kuber, and Intuit India. Thank you so much for making this possible.
All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Let's start. Baru, what is the game you are going to watch this weekend? Like the must-watch game.
I'm going to steal Sawan's thunder.
Oh no, he's prepared a whole speech for it.
Yeah, man. I mean, after such a strong performance for England by Jesse Lingard, I'm really looking forward to him starting.
Oh yeah, so United let's let Sawan go first then, man. I mean,
Yes.
I can see him looking at his phone with the speech in place.
Yes. Come on, start your speech.
I was
What is the
actually
game you're
trying
going to watch
to
this
pick out
weekend?
the other. If you, I was just looking at my phone to pick out some other game if you're going to say United. But anyway, the Newcastle come to Old Trafford and the whole world is waiting for Ronaldo to start. If I don't know, man. Ole is the kind of guy who, in order to be dramatic, might bring him on as a substitute. But I mean, as I've said before in the podcast, everything points towards him starting. Uh, I don't know. It even if he doesn't perform that well, it'll just be such an overwhelming emotional return, especially with this being just the second or third or whatever game where it's going to be a full stadium. And I don't know. I mean, I have a weird feeling that the result might not go United's way. Simply because this is going to be such. I mean, everybody's going to be overwhelmed by the occasion. Plus,
What?
yeah.
Harry Maguire doesn't get overwhelmed by any occasion.
No, but this seems like a game where a sneaky 1-0 might happen by the unfancied team.
What this seems like is a classic case of DDMU.
Yes. And Baru, would you like to tell our listeners what DDMU stands for?
Well, it's downplay Manchester United. So I mean, the smart ones might have already noticed that it's a play on GGMU.
What is it? What is GGMU? I don't know what I know only what DDMU means. All our friends are DDMU guys. I don't know any GGMU fellows.
Yeah, that's how things are, man. I mean, with Arsenal fans leading the way in downplay.
No, but see, given Ronaldo's history against Newcastle.
What? We're talking about Ronaldo's history against Newcastle.
Yeah,
13 years ago.
His only hat-trick for United came against Newcastle. He scored some like 8, 9, 10, I don't know, a large number of goals against Newcastle United. So everything is pointing towards Newcastle getting thrashed. But yeah.
You have a feeling.
Yeah, it could happen, man. I mean, I don't think Newcastle has had a very bad start. And everyone underestimates the United legend, Steve Bruce, who also returns to Old Trafford. But he does that every season almost.
I saw this stat somewhere. I mean, speaking of tons of goals, that Ronaldo had scored most of his, when it comes to clubs, most of his goals came against Newcastle, West Ham and Aston Villa. And those are the next 3 United games too, right? So it's a pretty great time. And they're actually playing West Ham twice. What's in the League Cup too?
I don't think... I mean, at this stage, I think Ronaldo will...
Dude, if you don't play 36-year-old players in the League Cup, where do you play them? Against young boys in the Champions League?
Yeah, Champions League.
Oh God, Ronaldo against young boys, huh? Is that what it's come down to? But man, he's going to come on as a substitute. There is going to be that, eruption of crowd, Manav, our friend Manav crying somewhere. And all of that's going to happen. So what's your prediction for the game, Yash?
I think it'll be a 3-0 Manchester United win.
But so what was all that? I have a sneaky feeling it's going to be
but I mean, it could happen, right? It could happen. I didn't say it is most likely to happen, but everyone after this signing is...
Oh God, Savant, it's okay.
Deciding that it's a foregone conclusion.
But Savant has lost it, man. I mean, I think this is what he's giving a really good example of what he meant by, flowing away in emotion and all of those things, because he's being pretty incoherent right now. So let's just move on to, I'm sure, what is the London derby of this week, man? Crystal Palace versus Tottenham.
Who?
Yeah.
Crystal Palace versus Tottenham is the London derby of the week.
Surely you're not going to watch Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. So why don't you talk about the game you are going to watch?
So Arsenal versus Norwich. Norwich have not won in London in quite a long time.
Neither have Arsenal. So this... So this...
गलत नहीं है, पर incorrect जरूर कहूँगा मैं.
So this game is going to be crazy. Baru, I have a feeling Arsenal are going to beat Norwich 4-1.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Why?
I'm happy for you.
You don't get those vibes?
No, wait. I mean, depends on what odds, what the bookies say about this. I've become a very bookie person nowadays.
I forget what the bookies are saying. Okay, let's ask simple questions. Is Arteta going to win his first game this weekend?
Yes, I think it's about time. Law of averages should be catching up any moment now.
And will Saka score?
No, not Saka. I think the goals are going to come from Aubameyang.
And Pepe.
Yeah, at Norwich City.
What is the DDMU?
I just hope they call them Norwich, because the minute they talk about City, they might just get PTSD or something.
What is the DDMU version of Arsenal? Yes. Is there a DDMU version of Arsenal?
Yeah, it slipped my mind, man. Just like Arsenal. Down the table.
Oh man. All right. I think Baru is, I don't know, is he staring or he's stuck? But yes, I think Arsenal are going to win. Let me see what my game for the week or which one I'm going to watch. Oh, guys,
What are you gonna say?
there are two games. There's
You're gonna say
Leicester.
Leeds versus Liverpool, right?
There's Leicester, Man City, and Leeds versus Liverpool. I'll watch Leeds versus Liverpool. That is going to be, if it is anything to go by like the first game of last season, I think that will be a belter. And we all know how Bielsa's teams play. So
Leeds have a new signing. They have Dan James, who gave an insane last-minute assist to Bale in the internationals.
really?
Yeah, the last-minute goal which Wales scored against whoever they were playing, Croatia or Serbia.
Oh, so Dan James is a decent player.
Yeah, except when he's playing for United, I think. In Manchester United.
Okay. I have a feeling Leeds are going to win this game 2-1.
It was actually Belarus who they scored a last-minute goal against.
Oh, thanks.
Wow. It's like Baru doesn't watch football for 3 weeks, but he knows who Dan
We saw this
James
game
is.
together, right?
What?
Didn't we? We saw this game together, didn't we?
No, we didn't watch Belarus versus Wales. I don't think we would have ever seen Belarus versus Wales.
No, it was. I think it was a continuation of the Wadala Sports Day.
Really? Oh, I was home, no, by then.
Ah, right.
Yeah. All right. Tanuj, very nice seeing you. We'll see you this weekend, long weekend.
Okay. Thank you for calling me.
Yes.
This is my show.
Okay, Mr. Pirzada.
Okay.
And Yash, what are you doing this weekend?
I am gonna enjoy Ganpati.
All right. That seems like a very simple enough answer.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Yash.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Baru.
Later.
And bye-bye, everyone.
Namaste, this is Cyrus Brocha. I am part of the government cancel culture program to remove rubbish off all the different streams available. So what we have is all the collected rubbish we put together on our show. It's called Cyrus Says. It's on IVM Podcast. You have to watch it and listen to it. It's on our app. It's on our website. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. There are many different ways. Don't bother me and ask me how. You have to find out. We talk to different personalities. Many of them are known. Some are just people we meet downstairs and invite them up for chai. But the point is, it's fun and it's very therapeutic. So please join in and listen to Cyrus Says.
A wise man once said, traveling, it makes you speechless, then turns you into a storyteller.
Well, listen to such travel stories and experiences exploring India on the Musafir Stories with us, Saif and Faiza.
Catch us on the IVM website, app, or wherever you get your podcasts from.